Just do it split screen so we can start, please. All right. Go ahead and ask your question. Go ahead. It's the best we're going to do right now.
Okay.
The Depp-Heard trial has managed to catch everyone's attention. A big reason behind that is the weird stuff that happens during the hearings. Sometimes a certain someone brings in gummy bears and is seen drawing stuff and passing notes, while the brief discussion regarding Depp's manhood has also dropped a lot of jaws. And if obnoxious stuff like that happens, the jury will get mad, which is precisely what happened. But who made the jury angry? Who got rebuked? Grab your popcorn, folks, because today's video has it all. So without further ado, let's get started. So as we all know, the Pirates of the Caribbean star has sued his ex-wife, the Aquaman star Amber Heard, right after she published her essay in the Washington Post. For those who don't know, in that essay, she claimed to be a survivor of sexual harassment, and many fingers were pointing toward Depp, and obviously, a lot of damage was done to his career. So after suing his ex-wife for $50 million and being countersued for $100 million, one of the messiest trials in the history of Hollywood began. Now every trial hearing is full of news, and people have been keeping notes and tabs on it like it's a reality TV show. And every time there is some news about the trial, it's not that much of a shock to come across something weird done by Johnny. Bringing gummy bears, jelly beans, passing notes during the hearing, and drawing random stuff with pencil colors and crayons, Depp has been observed doing some exciting things. On the one hand, people say he's childish and non-serious. On the other hand, people say he's channeling his inner Willy Wonka. It kind of does make sense. Only Willy Wonka would bring jelly beans and gummy bears to a court trial. But there is something even more shocking. To describe it in a very subtle way, the Willy of the Willy Wonka was discussed in one hearing. That's right, folks. They were talking about Johnny Depp's penis. And how else could it end? The discussion came to a halt when Depp burst out laughing. Allow us to explain. Back in 2015, when the couple got in newly married, Depp was filming his latest blockbuster, Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Lies. Now, we don't really know if it actually happened or not. Still, according to the lawyer of Amber Heard, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory star was seen urinating in the foyer. The legal team of the Aquaman star has been continuously trying to prove Johnny Depp as mentally challenged and unstable due to his anger issues and substance abuse issues. As we mentioned earlier, that because of the allegations made by Amber Heard, Johnny Depp suffered from a severe blow to his career. And as a counter-argument, the legal team of the Aquaman star cross-examined Johnny and tried to convey that he was already losing deals and giving up roles because of his problematic behavior. So back in 2015, when he was doing his last big hit of the Pirates of the Caribbean series, according to Amber, he had urinated in the lobby of their home. That was another way to prove that he was mentally and physically unstable. To verify whether Miss Heard's claim was correct, Johnny's bodyguard was interrogated. The conversation took a very interesting turn. The legal team of Amber Heard interrogated the bodyguard and started off with short and straightforward questions. To be honest, everyone was a little alert when the bodyguard confirmed that he had heard a noise inside the home before he entered. What was that noise? Are Amber's lawyers correct? Did Johnny actually pee in the foyer? A sane person wouldn't do that. But wait, after getting a positive response from Depp's bodyguard, his ex-wife's lawyer asked the bodyguard his next question. And was Mr. Depp trying to urinate in the foyer? The bodyguard shook his head and said no. Still, to prove a point, the lawyer asked him another question. It was a little too amusing for everyone to be serious.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his pants, didn't he?
The bodyguard probably gives the most exciting and hilarious yet bright answer that one could have expected.
I think I would remember
Relevance.
All jokes apart, it doesn't seem like something one would forget. Everyone has grown up watching the Pirates of the Caribbean and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movies. Johnny Depp is probably one of the most iconic actors in Hollywood. Even now, when we try to watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a wave of nostalgia hits us and fills us with pleasant memories. So again, seeing the penis of an actor like Depp doesn't seem like something anyone would forget, unless they had a memory disorder. And of course, this conversation ended up with Johnny being flustered and the whole courtroom laughing. Malcolm Connolly, the bodyguard, still works for Depp, and it seems like both are familiar with each other. When the British bodyguard replied to the last question asked by Amber Heard's team, Depp was busy trying to contain his laugh while hiding his face behind his arm. So that was the first incident, but let's talk about the second quite exciting thing that has been observed by the media reporters, the audience in the courtroom, and the jury. Can you guess? We're talking about Johnny Depp channeling his inner Willy Wonka here. That's right, folks. The guy brought gummy bears and jelly beans to the court hearing. Among shocking revelations like Johnny testifying to cutting one of his fingers and using the bloody digit to write messages to Amber on a mirror, and the Aquaman star dressing up like Johnny as a concerning psychological tactic against her ex-husband, it seems like Depp still hasn't given up on his inner child. While both parties' legal teams argued and debated to reach the truth, Depp was seen messing around with his stash of gummy bears. Sitting beside his appropriately named lawyer, Benjamin Chew, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory star was observed being entirely invested in his jelly beans. And if you think about it, if someone had included this in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory script, it would make perfect sense. Willy Wonka does seem like the character who would bring not only jelly beans, but chocolates, peppermint sticks, and several other candies to court. And being the nice guy that he is, Depp didn't forget to share his candies. A very amusing depiction of the fact that he had pleasant manners since childhood, Depp was seen sharing his gummy bears with his head of security. This moment was appreciated on several social media sites. People loved this cheery and a little light-hearted side of Depp in such severe and depressing times. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the head of Johnny Depp's security does deserve a gummy bear. After all, he's making sure that the guy who played one of the most iconic characters of Hollywood stays safe. We don't want anything wrong happening to our Willy Wonka now, do we? Not only was Depp seen messing around and sharing his candy, but just like the fun and straightforward person he is, he was seen drawing random stuff on the page as well. As we mentioned earlier, every aspect of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial was totally observed and studied by thousands of people worldwide. From facial expressions to body language to eye movements, everything is being observed by professionals and the general public. So how can something as interesting and unusual as Johnny Depp playing with gummy bears and jelly beans or drawing and doodling on pages be left unseen? Also, are we going to talk about the drawing that Johnny Depp was seen making in the courtroom or what? So thanks to the clips circulating on several social media platforms, we found out that Johnny was doodling a person on the page with some color pencils and crayons. After the Edward Scissorhands star was done with his drawing, he proudly showed it to his lawyer and looked at him for a response. Once he was done taking a brief look at his client's drawing, Benjamin nodded his head in approval, resulting in Depp grinning. The entire moment was caught on camera, and millions of people were very amused. On the other hand, the majority of the public has already decided who's guilty and who's not, resulting in several social media wars every day. Let's see what happens now. Surely there won't be a lack of interesting moments during the entire trial. That was all for today's video. Click on one of the 2 videos on your screen right now.